Yeah, either way, they were 20 bucks, I think, so who cares? We'll figure out something. Get the thing out of my ear! Look at that baby hand! I don't know. I got you. Look. I got you. What are you talking about? What's up? This is Casey from Casey's Customs. In this series, I'm building a hot rod for under $3,500. In this video, we pick up some cheap seats to start on the interior. I completely re-clear the car, and we also get the windshield installed. Let's get going. What's up? We are working on the beautiful 1951 Chevy. We are starting this video off by going and picking up some seats. I really just need a rear seat for it, but there's a guy on Facebook that has front seats and rear seats out of a 2001 Range Rover. They look really nice. We're gonna hop in the car, go grab them, see what they look like. He only wants, I think, 30 bucks. I'm gonna try and talk him down to 20. We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna hop in the car and go get them. We got them. The seller did not mention that one of the airbags was blown out on the side of the seat, so that's kind of upsetting. I don't know, I might be able to sew it back. These might not even work at all. That's a doll in my friggin' face! Damn it, boy! I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, either way, they were 20 bucks, I think, so who cares? We'll figure out something. Get the thing out of my ear! Check him out. Finally got him back to the shop. Not bad. Apparently, he blew this out himself because he was trying to wire them up where the motors wouldn't work. He wanted to make a manual instead of electric, which makes no sense to me. And he blew this out, and he didn't post that in the listing, which is cute. But I think you could probably sew it back. If you got rid of the blown airbag, I think you could probably sew that back, which sucks because they're pretty nice. I mean, they look great. They would look awesome in this, the green and the ivory, tan, or whatever you want to call that, beige. He also, when he was trying to make it manual, he started tweaking with the rails. One of the rails is off, so that might need welded back. I don't know what I'm going to do. The main thing I wanted was the rear seat. Rear seat's perfect. Super, super nice. It should be narrow enough to fit in there pretty well. I like that it folds down if you ever needed it to. It's really nice. Obviously, I could just put the rear seat in, get like a gray dye to make it work. But man, these are out of a Range Rover. These are super nice. They sit very well, and I like that they're not super thick. So if I can get the fronts to work, it should lower my seats a couple inches, which is what I need. These seats are up way too high. So I don't know. Either way, it was 20 bucks, so I can't go wrong for 20 bucks. I just wish he wasn't trying to play electrical engineer in his garage and taking shit apart. And when that blew, he said it threw him against the wall. He said it blew in his garage and it hit him in the chest and threw him against the wall. So that's kind of funny. I mean, I like the story now. Now that I'm here, I'm okay with it being blown because he almost killed himself. That's kind of funny. I'm going to think on it, decide what I'm going to do. We need to worry about clearing this thing, so I'm going to worry about that, and I'm going to think on these some more. But man, they look good. Okay, it is Monday. We are back in the shop. But I think what I'm going to do before I get too carried away is I'm going to make sure this fits in the back of the car before we get crazy. If it does fit and it looks good, that'll give me more reason to want to run the fronts. But I'm going to see what we can do with that first. Also, I finally got my glass and my rubber in so we can put the windshield in. We're going to do that this episode as well. And what I need to do is throw the glass in there and make sure it fits. Not only was the roof completely, caved in, but whenever you do a chassis swap, your cowl can move up and down a little bit. So I'm going to probably go ahead and throw the glass in real quick, make sure it fits in case I need to beat around on some stuff. And then we will see if we can't get the rear seat in there and see what it looks like. So let's do the glass first, though. Check it out. Got them fitting pretty good. Should be able to make it work. That side needed a little bit of persuasion. Persuasion just means hit it with a big-ass hammer. This was a little bit high, but I think we're good now. These have a giant rubber seal. This is a little too tight here, but these have a giant rubber seal. They don't glue in, like your modern windshield does. So this play is actually good. I think I can still make that work. I don't know why that's so tight right there, but should be all right. Makes me happy because I was really, really worried that this roof was going to be way out of whack because of how much damage it had. Also with, basically remaking all of the firewall, but we should be good there. I'm going to go put these up. We're going gonna start trying to get those rear seats in the back of this whole thing somehow. I don't know. We'll find out. Well, I got them in there and they're way too big. I mean, they're like damn near touching the roof. The seats are so big. I'm gonna take them apart to see if I can maybe make something work, but it's not looking good. I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna waste about another 15 minutes messing with them, but I'm thinking these are a lost cause. We're gonna have to keep looking. But I don't know, let me see if I can't take them apart. Okay, final verdict. They don't look horrible, but they're a little bit too big. I don't absolutely love them. And unfortunately, the front seats are really shot. Spent a little bit of time messing with them. And the guy that owned before me, he went full-blown meth head MacGyver and just started unbolting stuff that didn't need bolted and then cut stuff that didn't need cut. And he also just started connecting wires everywhere. Like, cut all this and then also soldered some of it back together. I have no idea what he was trying to do. And these are just shot. They're also not as nice as I liked. I was okay with the passenger airbag being out because it can get re-sewn, but like even the armrests are kind of ripped and it's just the plastic's all junky. I don't love them. So if I'm not gonna be running the fronts, that just is less of a reason for me to want to run the rears. It doesn't look horrible, but there's no great way to mount these the way they are. So they're just kind of like wedged in there, which isn't great. So I don't know. I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna leave them in there for now just so that there's technically a rear seat, just so I'm not looking at bare metal basically, but they definitely need changed. There was a rear seat out of a Tahoe that matched that gray on Facebook Marketplace, but naturally the guy isn't answering messages. That's typical Facebook Marketplace for you. What I'm gonna do now though, I'm gonna go ahead and get this car completely cleaned up and we're gonna go ahead and clear it. I have my Poppy's Patina wipe on clear. I'm gonna clear the whole car, but I really wanna make sure that I have the pinstriping cleared over so that it's sealed and it won't, get rubbed on or anything like that. Pinstriping paint is automotive paint, but obviously without a clear on top of it, it's not super strong and sometimes it can just wear away. I don't want that. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up, wipe it down real well, and then we will start clearing it. I wanna get the whole car cleared. I already did the body one time, but I'm gonna go ahead and do a second coat on it, and then we will get all the top cleared too. I completely forgot about the trunk. I need to get the trunk fitting right, and I also want to do body work and get this painted down here before I clear it. This latch was completely rusted solid. I took it off and it has been soaking in oil for probably a month and I just bolted it back in there. It's working, but I don't know how close I am to my latch, so I'm gonna spend some time on this. Hopefully I get this right and I don't have to cut anything back here, but I might have to cut some of that weld loose and move this out. But I'm not sure yet. But I want to get this fitted. That way I can weld that up a little bit better, do some body work back there, and then go ahead and get that matched, the green patina. And then we can go ahead and clear it, and I'll be completely done as far as the exterior. But I'm not looking forward to this because it's a pain in the ass, and I'm probably going to have to jack it up and get underneath it. I don't know. The bolts are on the latch part are rusted solid, so I'm not excited about it. But we're going to spend some time on this before I wipe it down and clear coat it. Yay. So I spent more time on this stupid thing than I care to admit, and unfortunately the latch is just hammered. Rusty, I had to cut on it, and even I can get it back in there and kind of tack weld it, bolt it in place. It's just so crappy that it's putting it in a bind. I'm gonna order another one of these. These are they're only like $3 or $4, but that's gonna go ahead and obviously put a kink in me finishing that. I think it's okay. I got a horrible gap down here at the bottom, so I think I'm just gonna wait to do the body work here, and I will just clear it about to there. And then whenever I get done with the body work, I'll clear it again. So I just don't want to stop and wait and not get this. I just really want to seal this in. I really, really like the pinstriping and I want to get it all sealed. So I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it all down, get it cleared, and yeah, probably call it a day until we start working on the windshield, which will be the next day or two. Yeah, let's get it washed. Okay, so I got the car all wiped down. I cannot find a paint mixing cup anywhere, so I'm using my wife's coffee mug. She's gonna be pissed. That's all right, we don't have to talk to her about it. This is my old Nemesis Math. 1 quart. I think it's 8-to-1. Is it 8-to-1? Is it 4-to-1? I think it's 8-to-1. So if you figure that in coffee mug, you need about 1/8, which would be, if you want to be exact, it's about right there. Maybe right there since it's cold. Maybe a little bit more actually. There we go. That, now I'm sure it's entirely too much. Okay, well, way too much. That was very stupid. Why did I do that? Okay, this is way too much. So the last time I cleared it, last time I used this stuff, I think I used like this much on a whole car. And I just filled up this whole coffee cup like a real dumb person. But that's okay. These guys are cool too. They send me about anything I ever ask for. Let's wipe it, baby! Check it out, looks good, very good. Only had a couple little problems. The clear wanted to start running the pinstripe, so I pulled off. So a couple spots I'm gonna hit with just a rattle can matte clear, but it looks really good. I am very, very happy. Got everything sealed. It's still wet in some spots, but you can see I pulled back on my second coat. I was like, oh, let's take it easy because I didn't want it to start running. It'll dry and look pretty good. I'm happy. I'm gonna give this a day or two to dry, and then we'll come back with some rattle can and touch up some spots. Sweet! I'm getting out of here. This shit stinks. Oh, also, I spilled, 50% of it, so that's nice. Okay, it is the next day. This actually came out amazing. I really love the matte look. I don't know if you can tell a lot of this stuff I'm doing on camera when it comes to paint work. Some of it doesn't show up, but it looks perfect. The only thing I'm worried about is a couple spots where I started putting the clear on. It wanted to smudge the pinstriping, so I kind of freaked out and didn't do a coat. So you can see back here, you know, I didn't stop. I still put a coat on, but I basically just tapped it, so it doesn't look as good. So I'm gonna go back and spray those. And I think the dash, I'm gonna actually do it in gloss. We're gonna spray the dash real quick and just basically hit a couple spots in the car. The car's really done, but I just want to go over the pinstriping one more time. I'm going to do it while I have a rattle can. So, let's do that. And that pinstripe looks good with clear on it. Oh, shit, that looks good. Dry. The paint is all dry, and even though it's snowing, I gotta take it outside, so let's get some video of it. dome. Why did you break that? Why? Look at that baby hand! I don't know. Ah, I got you. Look. I got you. What are you talking about? Look. What are you talking about? Look how much bigger my hand is. Shit. Let's even bigger, boss. Bam! Alright, now let's whip my dick out. Check it out. Windshield is in. Super, super happy. It looks perfect. It was nerve-wracking. Anybody that's ever put these in knows you really got to kind of beat on them to get them to sink in. And that was a very expensive windshield. I think with the rubber and everything, it was almost $400. So I was a little nervous, but it's in there and it looks good. Very happy. By the way, this mat came out perfect. Dad hadn't seen it yet, so he came in and he said, holy crap, that mat looks awesome. So really, really happy with that. Sealed all this stuff up. I'm going to call this an episode. I am so stoked. This is really looking like a bitchin' car. This thing's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to start driving it a little bit more. And probably going to be doing the giveaway here in a couple weeks. So, man, I could look at it all day. So happy. All right, love you guys. Peace. Oh, I forgot to add, sorry. On the next video, I am going to take this thing for a longer drive. Obviously, without a windshield in, I've taken it for little, mile or two drives, but I think with the windshield in, I can actually go for, 10 miles down the highway, making sure everything's working good. So stay tuned for the next episode. That is going to be a lot of fun to see how she does on the road. All right, I'm really going this time. Peace. Thank you guys very much for watching. I am very excited to get the windshield in. Also, very happy to get the car re-cleared. It's kind of one of those things I've been worried about for a while. I didn't know exactly how it was going to look. It's also kind of a big job, so I just was putting it off for a while. Very, very happy to get all this pinstriping and my lace roof all sealed. On the next episode, I'm hoping to take it for a lot longer of a drive now that we have the windshield installed. Maybe, take it for a 10-mile spin on the highway to make sure everything is working good. So stay tuned for that. Also, I should be getting some more parts in for the interior so we can get started on that as well. So, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff they tell you at the end of videos. And check out some more of my other videos. Peace!
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind,